This is the primary box that my bees will go into. So yesterday, hi Lotus! I started working on my beehives, learned some lessons. It's pretty exciting to be getting the hive bodies all figured out and put together. So I'm gonna head down to the shop. I think I have like 6 done and gonna finish the last 2 and show you guys everything that I've been doing with them. All right, so this is what I have been making. I put 6 of these together yesterday. These are the hive bodies. They are 10 frame, also known as like a brood box. They're kind of the foundational element that I'm gonna use for my beehives. The bees will start with 1 of these and then they'll graduate to a 2, and then eventually probably next summer we'll start getting honey supers on the top. But for right now, this is the primary box that my bees will go into. So they showed up unassembled and just in lumber like this. I actually ordered this directly from the mill. They were pretty awesome. I called them on a Monday. They called me back on Tuesday telling me my order was ready, and these showed up at my front door on Wednesday. Free shipping and everything. The boxes each cost about 20 bucks. And I'm going to be making the lids and the bottom boards, I think, on my own, kind of from scratch. But because the specifics that I mentioned and everything of these boxes and the frames is so important, I made sure that, of course, I didn't try and make these on my own. Also, they're great quality, and they should apparently last me forever. So as long as I'm keeping good exterior paint on them and keeping them out of the elements, or at least repairing as much as possible, they should last a really long time. So yesterday, this is what I got accomplished. We got these 6 boxes all finished. Sorry, you can really see them. There they are. And so today, I am gonna finish 2 more, and I wanna show you what I've been doing, because I learned a few things that'll make it a little bit easier. And yeah, I'll just kind of show you my process so far. All right, so I'm gonna show you everything that I use. So of course, 2 of the shorter boards and 2 of the longer boards. Then I'm gonna put just a little bit of wood glue on them. And then these are the finishing nails that I use. So I was recommended to use these. They are 60 finishing nails, exterior galvanized, and they seem to have worked super well so far. The 2-inch seems to work really well too. So that's what I recommend there. And then of course the hammer to put it all together, a square. Like I said, the milling on these is pretty awesome. So they square up pretty easily, but nonetheless, it's still good to keep that all checked. And then if you have a rubber mallet, you may want to use it, but I've just been using this little 2x4 to just kind of like nail everything together so my hammer doesn't damage it. So let's get started. Okay, also a quick side note, I don't recommend using a nail gun. So I actually started with this nail gun, put together my first like 2.5 boxes with it. I had already bought the nails. That was what was recommended to me, but I thought, I've got a nail gun, I'll just go for that. And while of course it assembled everything quicker and kind of easier, I kind of got this feeling after I started using the nails that they're really way better quality and they're gonna hold my boxes together a lot longer. The only reason I stopped using this is because it actually stopped working. But I think that was kind of a blessing in disguise, because now I think I will forever put them together with nails. So that was my biggest lesson, I'd say, in putting these boxes together so far, is that it's not worth it to use the nail gun. Just go with the good old arm muscle strength and throw some nails in it by myself. Okay, so first things first is we're gonna get glue on all of the box joints. So I just found it's best to kind of put them just a dab, because like I said, these things are so tightly milled that you're just gonna have a ton of runoff, and it's really not necessary to do more than just a tiny little drip on the inside of these seams here. Okay, and now you're gonna see how tight these actually all fit together. So making sure that the handles are on the outside, of course. and up the right direction. It's actually kind of foolproof. It's really hard to, oh, that one's coming together nice. Okay, cool. So that went in there pretty well. Already got glue on this end. And then I'm gonna get glue on the rest of it. Okay, and now I'm definitely working as quickly as I can, just so I can get all this stuff together before the glue dries. But as you can see, it's actually pretty tight in here and pretty difficult to kind of like get everything seamed up. So that's when I start using this. Okay, and now I'm just gonna check with my level, or sorry, my square. Okay, good. So I'm gonna keep checking with my square as I nail things in, just to make sure. I mean, I don't want them to get too far off. They might be slightly, but ideally we want to keep everything really nice and square. So I am going to be putting nails, 5 nails on each side. Okay, so in between these, I'm definitely making sure that things are as square as possible, and looks pretty good. Okay, so I think you get the idea. I'm basically gonna do this on all 4 corners. All right, so this is the finished box I just got done, and that plus that, man, that's really starting to look like a beehive if you ask me. It's pretty exciting. So next I'm going to be assembling my frames. So I'll do a video on that. And then I'm also gonna be doing a couple on bottom boards and as well as lids. If there's anything I'm learning about beekeeping, it's that there's like a million ways to do all these things. And because I'm starting with 4 hives, I'm gonna mix it up and try different things on different ones and see what works the best. So yeah, stay tuned for all of that. And oh, also we get to paint these, and we're also gonna name them because I think beehives should have names. So looking for recommendations when we get to that. But apparently they like the color blue, so I gotta go get some blue paint. One last thing, it would be a shame if I didn't introduce Lexi. That beautiful VW bus in the back there. She's a 1961. She's not for sale, so no need to comment on her except that she's beautiful and an awesome backdrop.